Hey, I'm going to be playing Modern Warfare 2 while talking about Crevices. Crevices is basically this movie about, it's, about this dude who's, like, going over to this guy's house, like, or his apartment. He hasn't paid his apartment in, like, freaking 3 weeks, and he's, like, disappeared or something. So he goes over to his apartment and with this manager dude, and when he goes over there, he notices that the guy's like, "Oh, don't be shocked when you go inside." And he's like, "Shocked? Why would I be shocked? It's like a house, man." And it's like, yeah. So he like goes inside the house and there's like freaking red tape everywhere. And he's like, "Holy shit, there's red tape everywhere." And then so he's freaking like, "Red tape? What the hell?" So he's just like, and then he walks over to like the computer. It's like a really crappy computer, and he's like looking on it, and then it says something freaky on it. It's like this text that keeps repeatedly saying, "I'm being watched." So yeah, it's pretty weird, and yeah, so it's like pretty weird. It's like, so like then he goes over to this like freaking he goes to go find the manager dude, and when he goes to go find him, he's freaking like, he's like, "You want some beer?" And then he's like, "Sure." So he says no. Wait, he says no, he doesn't want beer. My fault. So yeah, he's like walking around, and then they tear down all the tape, and then basically he goes over to the look at this dresser all mysteriously, doesn't like find anything. Oh, and by the way, before I say anything else, I will be posting links in the description to the video. So yeah, my account is Commando Lunger, spelled with Latin prefixes. The Commando was taken spelled in English, so I had to do this. So yeah, but basically, he goes over to go find the manager, and when he does, all he sees is a spilled can of beer on the ground, and then he tries to clean up the mess, but when he does, it's like all freaking like he hears this like laughter going like it's like freaky, man. I was like, what the hell? So like, yeah, he's like hearing this weird laughter, and it's like kind of getting weird, man. So he's like listening to this like laugh, and as he's listening to it, he's like freaking scared as hell. And then he like then after that, he goes over to the television. He finds a video camera that his friend left behind, and yeah. So then he goes over to the what do you call it? He goes over to like this yeah, and then he goes over to the to turn the TV on, and when he's watching the video, he sees his friend like all freaked out and going insane, and he's like taping up everywhere and saying, "I got you, this is my house, get out." And then he goes over to the computer like laughing all like he's nuts or something, and then he like goes over to the freaking computer, and then like he's like, "Go away, go away," and then he runs away, and then like there's this hand that comes out of the tape, and then like freaking like eats him or something, and then his friend like turns the TV off, and then what happens next is he's just like the TV like turns itself off, and then he like grabs for the plug, and as he does, it's like pretty weird because he the plug like scratches him, and then he's like, what the hell was that? And then he like goes over to the freaking like he like hears these like hands coming out, and there's freaking hands coming out of everywhere. It's like freaking weird, man. And then he's like freaking weird. So then he freaking goes over to these hands. He tapes up all the crevices and with red tape, and he's like, holy shit. And then he like freaking runs around, and then he's like, holy crap, there's freaking hands coming out of these things. What the hell? So he's like, I've taped you all up. So he tapes up all the crevices, and when he tapes up all the crevices, there's like, he notices that the drawer where the tape came from was still open. He goes over the drawer, and he freaking tries to tape it up, and then boom, a freaking hand grabs him. Freaking hand. I'm serious. A hand grabs him, and he disappears. I'm serious. A freaking hand, I know. I was surprised too. And then after that, he's like screaming, and you hear his scream for like 2 minutes. And then basically the camera just slowly zooms into the drawer, and then it says Dark Tales of Japan, and then it starts making this like dramatic music. And then basically if you guys want to watch this video, it's called Dark Tales of Japan Crevices. It's a pretty weird thing, but it's entertaining. So if you ever want to watch it, just I'll put it in the description. Yeah, so yeah, I hope you like the video, and I'm gonna be talking about some random crap for the next, I don't know how long. So yeah. So basically that's the story, man. It's pretty good. It's really weird, but it's okay. So yeah, so that's what Crevices is about. It's pretty weird, man, but pretty awesome stuff, you know? I mean, it's like, it's Crevices, bro. I mean, it's, you gotta like it. I mean, it's Crevices, man. So yeah. Subscribe to Make It Rain, Gandalf the Grey, or Commando Lunger. I'm the same person, just so you know. If you've heard of me, then that's cool. Subscribe, do all that crap, and yeah, I will be enjoying